Dirty Max Mafia t-shirts and hats are on the website if you guys want one, and decal. Link is in the description. What is up, guys? Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. So I won't be talking right here the whole video, of course. I'm not going to be doing that. This is an install video, so it's going to be me working on the truck, me going over what I did, the prep work I did to get to the point where I'm at now. First, I wanted to go and get a GoPro. This is a new GoPro. I just got it. Like, it's brand new. It's a GoPro Hero 7 Black Edition. And I needed something for install videos under the hood. The camera I have right now, which is a DSLR, it's a big camera. Now, of course, it's got superior audio and all that than a GoPro, but it's really big and it's awkward and it's expensive, so I don't want to ruin it by working under the hood and bump it and it falls, something like that. So I went and got this thing. Really good audio and video, of course, especially for a GoPro. A Hero 5 didn't have that great audio, but the video is great. So I want to pick this up so I can give you guys a better and more in-depth install, and then for future videos, be more in-depth also, because I can just use this little thing and not have to worry too much about, you know, hurting my camera. That's why I got this. This won't be my vlogging setup by any means. It's going to be used a lot more on the channel. It's going to be used mostly the more in-depth details, the ones where I don't want to get this camera dirty or banged up, stuff like that. So let's go ahead and jump into this video. We're heading out to the garage. I got to change first. Of course, Diesel Crate, shout out to them. I just received this month's crate, and it's badass. You can see how dirty I already am. But I'm going to change out of this, change in some other clothes. I'm going to end up ruining them.
He believes being covered in dirt means that he's guaranteed to stay healthy and live for a long time.
Let me go change. We're heading out of the garage. I'm going to kind of go over what we're going to be doing. We're going to jump right into the install, and hopefully it should go smooth.
New camera out here now. So it does not look fun. It does not look clean either. Here's what we're going to be doing. You can kind of see where the old gasket was. I scraped most of it off yesterday. I'm probably going to use a little bit of degreaser on some Scotch-Brite. I'll probably get the rest of that off, get that soot out of there. That way it's a clean seal. It doesn't have to be a crazy tight seal. It's not like it's, you know, like watertight really, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this area up, and then we're gonna get started. I'm gonna end up probably gonna end up prepping everything over here. And of course, doing everything one at a time. See on this, it's got like little grooves. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna fill up those little grooves with the gasket material. I'm gonna put plenty. Should be as easy as just sliding it in there. And then, yeah, torquing it down. Should be done after that. I don't know if it's gonna go that smooth, but hardest part, because I'm gonna try to get it down there without bumping into everything and getting it everywhere. There's the worst part, I hope. Ooh. Now, what I want to do is get a few of these bolts in here, and then these corners over here are actually like studs right here. Let's go ahead and I'm going to bolt this bottom one that's actually inside of it. It's like right, let me see, sorry if this is everywhere, it's right there. So I'm going to go ahead and put that one in, make sure. I mean, these might have to come back out. Actually, they won't, that one won't. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put all these on that I can. So the ones I can't do are the ones that are going to be bolting, and I'll show you that later on in this video. The ones I can't bolt in yet are right here. and because that's where the fuel rail bolts to, so it's a longer bolt, but that is where it will be bolting to. And then after everything's finger tight, I'm probably gonna run a bead on the outside. It kind of looks like how factory had it, so I'm gonna do the same thing. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put these down. I want to pretty much keep it still finger tight, but this is easier just to use a little ratchet here. Barely. Barely tight. And now I'm gonna go ahead and fill all the other ones. So that far left one, the far corner one's gonna have another stud in there, and there'll be a nut on top of that. I'll probably go ahead and put that in here in a second, and then, well, right now I'm gonna put all the other bolts in that I can without having to put the fuel rail in. But I'll be putting the fuel rail in probably, I'm gonna put that in right before we go to torque all of these back down. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get the ones I can get to. There's one down there. That's what you can't see on the camera, but I'm gonna try to get to that one. All right, guys, so I finally got the last bolt in on this side, and like I said, gotta wait about an hour. We have probably about 40 minutes left to wait for this side to kind of cure to where we can put more pressure on it. And then I'm probably gonna be a little generous with the gasket material and probably run a bead on the outside edge just in case, just to kind of make sure everything seals properly and, you know, make sure there's nothing that escapes. So it's probably a little overkill for this, but I'm gonna do that just to be safe. So yeah, we finally got that bolt down there. It's hard to see down there. You barely see it. That's the most pain to get to. And so I'm gonna go ahead and run that down, probably about finger tight. And yeah, I guess we wait. While I'm waiting, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this side. This side hasn't been touched yet. It's been scraped, but it hasn't been like hit with you know, steel wool or anything like that. So, but this thing looks so good over here. Look at that. Any of the, I had some degreaser on there. I'm gonna make sure this is all dry. I mean, it don't gotta be perfect, guys. It really don't. I don't have to be like a 100% perfect surface. It doesn't. But I'm gonna go ahead and do this quick. I'm gonna go lay that bead just like this side, and I'm gonna bring it back over here. We're gonna lay it and finger tight everything, and we're gonna wait again, just like we did the other side, and then we're gonna torque everything down. Okay. So let me go ahead and run that bead on the other runner. We're gonna go ahead and put it in place. All right, guys, we got everything put in. Kind of made a little bit of a mess with that gasket material. Shouldn't be a big deal. I'm gonna clean it up once it dries up. That way I can just peel it off. Basically, it's like a rubbery material. The passenger side one right here is super windy right now. I'm gonna try to finish this up before it starts storming really bad. Go ahead and torque these down. It says 18 foot-pounds. So that's what I'm gonna do, but you know, maybe we'll send it a little harder. But let me go ahead and torque these down to 18. Got, you know, torque wrench right here, and that side should be done. All right, guys, this is all torqued down, 18 foot-pounds. All right, guys, now we're gonna put this fuel rail back in. Now, if I were to do all this over, I would definitely have removed the passenger side one and the driver's side fuel rail, because the driver's side I left in, and it was a really tight fit for a lot of the bolts. So that's what I would do differently. So if you are going to do this job, like, don't go too much, because it can get really confusing. But I decided to pull it out of the way. We ran out of daylight, so I'm gonna end up just showing you everything I did, even though you guys seen a lot of it. Yeah, it's better that I got this new GoPro, so I can actually talk to you guys and not worry about destroying my really nice camera. So the runners are in. I will say the driver's side was a little tighter, a little harder to work with. So I'll see you guys in the morning. I'm gonna probably go over it with the big camera, because I shouldn't be dirty in the morning. So yeah, I will see you guys bright and early, and we're gonna go over what we did. All right, guys, so it's been nasty all day.
I was gonna go outside and show you everything, but it's raining. It's been raining all day, super windy. So I'm gonna kind of go over the whole process I did to do the install of these runners. First things first, here's the material I used right here. I forgot to show you guys in the beginning. It's Permatex. It's a high temp gasket maker, and this is the gray version. And so that's what I used. Of course, we laid it in that little valley outside of the runner. This is the old one, and just laid it, and then let it sit for about an hour, and then I torqued them down. Of course, right after I laid them, I hand tightened everything, as you guys seen. The prep work to get to that is, of course, I had the turbo out, up pipes out. You don't have to pull the up pipes to do it, but I had all that stuff out. The turbo you definitely have to have out. The Y bridge, of course, is connected to the runner, so that's got to come out. And it's a pretty good sized job. So my advice is, if you plan on doing a Y bridge, if you plan on doing a turbo, now would be the time to do all that stuff. So I was gonna do a turbo, or I am doing a turbo. And so I decided, well, might as well do everything once. If everything's out, might as well do all that stuff at once. So that's what I did. I think that's the best way to do it. Of course, it is a lot more work, but at the end of the day, it's the way to do it. So there is like 13 or 14 12mm bolts on each runner. I pulled all those out. Some of them are a little harder to get to. Not horrible though. And once those are out, you're able to pry up like a little mini crowbar or screwdriver or whatever. Get that out of the way. And of course, you guys seen me. I cleaned the air. I scraped the old gasket off. Used a steel wool to get the rest of it off, and then laid it down, tightened it up, and we were good. So next step is Y bridge and turbo, and then up pipes, down pipe, all the rest of the stuff to start buttoning things up. But if you guys have any questions about this, please hit me up on Instagram. Leave a comment down below. I'll do my best to answer you guys. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful for those of you thinking about doing this. I don't think there's any other video on YouTube of anyone doing this, so that was the main reason I wanted to do it. I do regret I'm missing out on some footage I could have got, but it is what it is. I did my best. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. And if you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe. If you guys are veterans, please give this video a like, and we will see you guys next time.